Hey guys, how's it going? I know it takes a little while for people to start, coming into, what do they say? Build an audience for our Facebook Live video, which is totally cool. And it's about 8:30, and I said I was gonna do Facebook Live at 8 o'clock. So if you are already into whatever you started to do because you gave up on me, sorry about that. But I'm also gonna save this video so that I can post it on YouTube later. Because I'm using this video. This right here, man, I'm so excited. I'm proud of putting this together and this accomplishment. And I really think that you and your kid, or children, or your whole family, they're going to love this, okay? Now, first off, this program is designed for kids 5 and 6 years old by instructor approval. And then aside from that, any kids that are 7 or older can also participate in this brand new sparring program. I don't really have a good name for it right now. Mr. Manipuri is coming back in, so come on in. Oh, cool, thanks. All right, anyway, this program is going to be so much fun. Your kids, they're gonna flip out. This is gonna get them so excited. And really give them a reason to practice, okay? So, just flipping to my page real quick, just to make sure I don't miss anything, because I wrote it out. I wanted to be really prepared and make sure that I had all the details. I'm also gonna post to my regular Facebook page right now and just be like, hey, I'm on Facebook Live right now, so why aren't you guys here? So I'm gonna type that real quick. Hey everyone, I'm doing a Facebook Live video right now on our Superdojo. I spelled it wrong. I've been having some dyslexia problems, spelling a whole word backwards lately, which is not cool. Live video right now on our Superdojo Facebook page. Facebook.com/Superdojo Martial Arts. Okay, cool. So, anyway, let's get to it. Now, we had a sparring program all along. We've had one for a really long time. Back when we were not Superdojo, I had all the students just sparring in regular class, which is a good thing because it forces every kid to just do it. You don't get a choice. You just need to be able to spar, and whether you like it or not, you're going to learn it either way. In addition, after about 6 months, parents had to purchase sparring gear, and a sparring gear package was around $250, and this is the base level sparring equipment. Now, to describe this, it's like hand gear is like you put a trash bag on your hand. It's vinyl and foam dipped. It doesn't really protect you that much, and it doesn't really protect the other person that much, and they're annoying and they fall apart. The foot gear is exactly the same thing. You have a trash bag around your feet with a Velcro strap around it. The headgear was so hot. It was crazy. And then we had a face mask, and the face mask had boogers and stuff over the front of it. After a while, it was gross. Any parents that have that headgear, you'll know that booger metaphor, because those boogers were everywhere on the front. And then the chest protector was crazy. When you lift up your knee, the whole chest protector comes up over your face, and it's super annoying. So that's the base level sparring equipment that you get there, okay? And sparring equipment is expensive, but it could be way more expensive. Boxing gloves themselves, sometimes you can buy them for $250 just for a pair of boxing gloves. And the difference between a $50 pair of boxing gloves and a $70 pair of boxing gloves, probably a huge difference. But the difference between $70 and $200, not that much. Maybe, there's a professional mixed martial arts star who is wearing them, and that's how they charge more or something. But the difference isn't that much. So anyway, expensive sparring package. So as you can probably assume, a lot of kids quit because they didn't have the confidence built up enough to start sparring yet. And I don't want kids to quit. I want them to build their confidence. So when I rebranded and created Superdojo, I said, I'm going to allow kids to choose when they want to start sparring based on their confidence level. Their physical skills can be really good, but if the mental skills aren't there, then they're just going to start it and quit it, and we're not going to be able to influence them. So I have two options. The first one is, okay, let's say that you should be tough. You're a martial artist. You guys got to toughen up, and you really got to, make yourself like strong, and you shouldn't be able to promote and belt until you are tough, right? But that's not how the real world is. Maybe in the military it's like that, and maybe in ancient Asia it was like that, where if you didn't learn martial arts, you just died because some other village would come in and invade you. But in today's world, that is not the case. I will not be able to influence those kids for them to build confidence long enough if they just quit because they don't like sparring. That's the point. So I never wanted to do that, and I would rather sacrifice the old school tradition for something that is actually just common sense. Okay, and the other reason was people are paying a monthly tuition, and after 6 months, they don't know they have to buy sparring gear. They also don't know what sparring gear is. Tell them in the first place. Then they're like, well, I don't know. They don't understand the value of that. So as soon as after 6 months, say, hey, guess what? $250 package right now, and if you don't get it, your child won't be able to progress in rank. That is like a big punch in the gut. That's not cool. So anyway, we don't do it like that anymore. But I did want to offer something for people so they can spar. And I put together this program I thought was really cool, but it was too much for me to keep up with. And it just didn't work out right. So then, the kids were sparring. A lot of kids have been learning how to do it, but the class has died off a little bit. So I decided to take it, put it on the side a little bit, and see exactly what I can do to make it spectacular and awesome and cool. So that's what we're doing right now. So let me tell you more about it. Why do we have a standalone sparring class? This is why. The regular classes teach basics and amazing life skills like confidence and respect, focus, discipline. Sparring takes it to the next level. It helps kids truly understand why you would kick and punch and how it works, right? So here's the deal. There is an industry, like a profitable industry in the United States and throughout the world, where they have spent over 30 years researching and developing their systems to make people addicted. Now, I'm not talking about the pharmaceutical companies. I'm talking about the video game industry. Kids will fight you and be totally like a zombie out in space when they're playing their favorite video games. You can seriously say, Josh, 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 and hit them with something. Talk about me, because I noticed Alicia's here, my fiance. I try to play video games, and she's like screaming at me because I'm not even cognitive at this point. And you're just like in the zone, like in trance. And one thing that they've done is to create a very powerful end game. What happens when the story's over? Like in martial arts class, what happens when you earn your black belt? You have to have a very strong after black belt program. So that's what I've done here with sparring, okay? Now, I could go on forever about how this works, but I want to keep it simple for you. I want to get you excited about it, and I want you to tell me that you want to do it. With this sparring program, I'm offering something that kids can get for Christmas that gets them excited about it, and they will know that they're going to be part of this program, all right? And it doesn't cost a lot of money. It's not $250 or anything like that. So what they've done, especially Sony and the Apple Game Center, I think it's called, the Apple Game Center. Whenever you play games on your phone, there's trophies. Whenever you play PlayStation, there's trophies. And I'm sure Xbox and PC has this too. But your goal, especially hardcore gamers, they're called completionists, and they want to get every single trophy. As you get trophies, you unlock certain things for your game. Now, different games have certain things. I know Call of Duty is a very addictive video game, and if you unlock certain trophies or you complete the level, you get certain cheats that make the game, when you restart it, cooler, or make multiplayer cooler because you get different sets of gear. I'm addicted to this video game that is an MMORPG. And you've heard of a lot of these video games like Tom Clancy's The Division, Destiny, and World of Warcraft is the most famous one. You have all these players set in this game, and they're all trying to gear up. And what they do inside the game and their abilities and effort in the game allows them to gear up. Now, martial arts is, a manly, tough industry, but why can't we take inspiration by someone from another industry that's already figured this stuff out? And that's exactly what I've done. So here's how we do it. We have a trophy program. Now, you don't get one of those cheap trophies like you did at a tournament. It's a trophy program with over 150 challenges. As you accomplish challenges, I give you a piece of gear. On average, students will be totally geared up after about 2 months. What this does is it holds off on kids actually just putting the gear on and you throwing them to the wolves. Like some kids like Andre and Trey, they get in that class, new kids come into the class, and those kids school them because they're so good. And if they took it easy, it wouldn't be any fun for them. So they need somebody to spar at their challenge or their level. So what I've done is new kids come into the class, there's challenges for them to do, and as they accomplish challenges, let's say for example, they accomplish 8 challenges, then they get a piece of sparring gear. They'll get their chest protector. And they're like, I did this. I accomplished these challenges and I got the chest protector. Now I only need 3 more pieces to be able to actually spar. And as you do it, you accomplish 4 more challenges. Now these numbers are just made up. I haven't really locked down how many challenges count for each gear set. After you do, 4 more challenges, now you have a total of 8. Now you get your hand gear, and they're going to be wearing those hand gears and punching targets and stuff. After you've accomplished 4 more challenges, you get foot gear. After you accomplish 4 more, you get your head gear. Now they've got all of these pieces. They've participated in the first 30 minutes of class for the last 2 months and have had to watch all the experienced kids do the free sparring and haven't been able to do it. But now they've accomplished all these challenges in the beginner level. They've geared up. They got all their gear and they can finally start sparring with the other kids. And normally that would be really scary, but they've been watching it for the past 2 months. So they're now desensitized, but excited about being able to participate now. They have friends in class that they know that are in that class. They're part of this special little sparring club. And at this point, they will actually be able to spar. Now, it doesn't stop there. There are 150 challenges, but they only needed 12 to gear up. Now our goal is to max our students out. After they accomplished a ton of more challenges, each set of gear gets upgraded. So when they, accomplish, let's say, for example, they accomplish 45 challenges, they trade in this big, hunky, trash bag-like chest protector in for something really sleek, breathable, and even offers more protection. So they've armored up. Their headgear gets an upgrade. Their hand gear, they'll be able to trade in their old gear, and their new hand gear is going to look cooler, feel cooler. Same thing goes with their foot gear. Now, all the gear is going to be good enough to be able to spar, but the next set of gear is going to look cooler, feel cooler, be more comfortable, and when a new kid sees that person that's max geared out, alpha geared out, they're going to see them and be like, dude, that kid is good. Which is exactly what we want them to do. When one person at the lower level looks at your student, your son or daughter at the higher level, they're going to go, whoa, that kid is good, without even knowing anything. And of course they're going to be good. They've accomplished 40, 50, 60, 150 challenges. Those kids are maxed out, man. They're awesome. So they're going to get that opportunity, which is super cool. With this too, parents, you don't have to buy that extra equipment each time. It's something that the kids earn, because in my opinion, a kid should be able to earn the rewards without it being all a function of mom and dad's checking account, right? So they should be able to progress as they go up based on their skills. So really what's happening, we're using skills learned in regular class to teach self-defense and how a fight works in real life. And look, I understand that kids need a lot of confidence to spar, so I'm not going to make them do it, but I want to offer it for the students that really, really want to do it. So we've created a progressive program to slowly allow them to start adding contact without scaring them, and by keeping it fun. So that's going to be really cool. So how are we going to keep it exciting? Students starting out get basic gear, and as they get better, they unlock harder challenges. So in the beginning, they're just kicking and punching and learning some basic concepts, but after 2 months, they unlock the ability to start sparring, just like their favorite video game. Then after a few more months, maybe like a year or so of doing this class, and that time will fly by. After a year or so of doing this class, guess what? They get to trade in that gear, which parents, like, just between us, they're gonna grow out of it. So you're gonna have to buy more gear anyway. As they accomplish more challenges, they actually get upgraded gear, and then we can resize it if we have to, and we'll figure that out too. So they get to upgrade. Now this stuff is cool. It costs more money, it feels better, and it looks way cooler too. When they first start the program, they're gonna get a customized Superdojo sparring backpack. So this is how much it costs to do this sparring program. Now hold on a second. Of course I have to charge for it. I'm putting in extra time that I don't have to do. I don't have to have a sparring program. I feel like it's important, but I know that almost every student that comes to Superdojo will be super happy without a sparring program. So I need to charge for it, okay? I'm gonna spend my whole Friday afternoon and evening doing this specialized class. I've spent hours and hours putting this program together. I hope you appreciate the fact that me charging for it is just a symbol of how much this program is valued, okay? What we're gonna do, have this class Friday nights for the younger kids at 5:20 and for the older kids at 7 o'clock. A Revolution class will be right in the middle, and it's also included in the cost. It's gonna cost an extra $25 per month. You're gonna get about 4 or 5 extra sparring classes, extra classes per month. So when you add that up, it's like what, $7 or $5 more per class. Not a big deal, especially because they're gonna be learning very, very practical, awesome skills. And all the sparring gear you get for free. So, I mean, the foot gear is $30. You add tax on that, it's $35. So the kid could get like hands and foot gear in 1 month for you paying $25, they get $60 worth of sparring gear. So man, it pays for itself. My hair's messed up. So anyway, an extra $25. Here's how it's gonna go. Anybody that's excited about this program, which you totally should be, because look at my face, look at me, I'm so excited. Anybody that's excited about this program, you just have to pay $25 in the month of December. Then I'm gonna get you a customized Superdojo backpack, and your child is gonna hang it in the special backpack section, which they're gonna be like, other kids are gonna see them walk over to the backpack section and they're gonna be like, what's that kid doing? Why does he have a backpack? And your kid's gonna be able to be those, the secret club. That's gonna give them so much pride, and it's gonna make them engaged. It's gonna give them something special. And this is an excellent way to have your kids be more excited. And let me tell you about this. After about 6 months of me doing martial arts, when I first signed up, there's this weapon called a kama. How would I describe a kama? Oh, I could draw one for you real quick. So a kama is like, it's like a handle, and then it's got this like cool metal blade on it. So it looks like this. Can you see that? So it's like that. You have a handle and you have this metal blade, and it looks really cool, right? And you spin them and you do all this cool stuff. And I loved it. And I was like, I'm Josh, I'm the kama guy, right? But then my instructor started teaching it to other students, and I was like, nah, I want to choose bow staff now. And I ran with bow staff. It was because it was special. It was for me. I got to do kamas. So after a couple months of the other kids doing it, I was just like, on to the next thing. Well, when your son or daughter is the only 1, 2, or 3 from each class that's part of the sparring program, they have that book bag that they get to store their shoes in, their sparring equipment, all that stuff. The other kid's gonna watch them walk right by and be like, oh man, that kid must be like the best here, and it's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna push it right over here. If you guys can see, I already started the construction on it. This spot right there and this spot right here, I'm gonna make it look really cool. There's gonna be, oh, you're not supposed to see this chest protector. That's the elite gear, don't look. Anyway, that's the spot right there that they're gonna be able to hang their book bags. And it's gonna look really cool. It's not gonna be just blue there. It's gonna look awesome. So yeah, that's where they'll do it. Now, here's the deal. If your kid should be doing this class, we need to motivate them. I'm not talking about how could we talk them into doing it. No, I'm saying this. We need to motivate them to participate in this class if we believe that they're ready. We're not gonna force them, but we're gonna sell them on the idea. We're gonna influence them. We're gonna motivate them. We're gonna breathe life into them by making them excited about it. And that's what we need to do. We need to appeal to what interests them. What's gonna make your kid want to do the sparring class? Figure that out and let's work together to get them excited, because man, the kids that do this sparring class, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna guarantee, I'm gonna promise, and I don't guarantee and promise stuff all the time. We have an amazing facility. We have an amazing product. We have amazing instructors. We have an amazing community and culture. But I don't promise that your kid's gonna have awesome confidence and discipline, but it's proven, right? I can promise you right now that the kids that are part of the sparring class will be the top students at Superdojo, the top students at any martial arts school. The kids that participate in this sparring class, it's gonna pump them up and make them so good at everything. If they kick and punch in the sparring class better, it's gonna make them at nunchucks better. It's gonna make them flip and run faster. It's gonna make them better at soccer, baseball, everything. I'm telling you, they're gonna be the best at everything. No, for real. Like at Thanksgiving, they're gonna be able to eat more turkey than any other kid. Like they're gonna be better at everything because the stuff that we're doing in this class influence them to have awesome character, improve their focus, better discipline, amazing challenges, confidence because they set goals and they smash them. That's how we develop confidence. We set goals and we smash them, especially when I make that challenge like giant crazy. So anyway, what I want to know is if you're interested in having your child participate in this brand new sparring class. It's all going to begin the first Friday of January, so get ready, okay? If you're interested, send me a private message on our Superdojo page. Text me, 410-398-8624. Send me a text, tell me you're ready. Tell me in the next class, or just, shout out, just get a hold of me right away, however you want to do it. But I want to know who's in. Now, just to be real, this may not happen. The class may not max out, but it's going to be really impractical for me to teach 36 kids. I'm going to have to limit it at probably like 18, okay? So it's definitely going to be a first come, first serve type of ordeal. Now, we have 18 kids that are 9 and younger and 18 kids that are 10 and older. So that's how it's going to be broken up, all right? Now, I'm very excited about this program, but I have to be real. Like, it's got to be limited. That's 36 students out of 200 that are Superdojo members. Not everyone's going to be excited about it. Not everyone's going to want to do it, but I'm pretty sure that more than 36 people will want to do it, especially if it's only $25 a month. Let's say you have more than 3 people in your family. If 2 people are paying for this extra program, that would be an extra $50. You don't have to pay anything extra per month, but I would ask you to pay for the 3rd and 4th person's sparring gear when they upgrade. You get what I mean? So maybe at that point I haven't worked that out, but there's not that many 3 and 4. So anyway, if you have 3 or 4 kids or 5 or 6 kids that participate at Superdojo, let's just work out something to make sure that it's still affordable for you guys, because that's what it comes down to. It has to be affordable, but it also has to be of a high value. Someone one time said, I can't afford it. And I was like, well, all of that. He was like, good, I understand. I get it. We all know that a Cadillac Escalade is the most baller, best vehicle in the whole world. It's the best one that there is, but not all of us can do it. Not all of us can buy an Escalade, so we settle for a Honda Civic or, a used car. And I totally understand that, but the value of this, I feel like matches the price. I think I'm gonna over deliver and undervalue this program. So please let me know if you guys are interested in this. Okay, now let's talk about people that may be grandfathered into this program. If you've already been sparring and you have that sparring gear package and you paid $300 for the sparring gear package, which is how we did it over the past 2 years. Not everyone could just drop $300 at once, but some people did. If you did that, you have to RSVP to this program. You have to RSVP to it. If you do not start it January 5th with us, then you're not going to be grandfathered into that program and you'll be out of the sparring class. So you have to actually participate. If you don't use it, you lose it. So you have to be in that class. Some people will be great grandfathered in, and that's my students that were an ATA student back in the day when we were ATA, and you were a camo belt who bought your equipment, right? That's like Ava, that's like Kaito, that's like Connor. You guys are gonna need to do the same thing and participate and get into that program right away, okay? If you are not participating in it, then you will not be part of it. And in the future, if you do want to participate, then you have to pay the extra $25. At this point, people that are grandfathered or great-grandfathered in, you don't have to pay anything extra. But when your child upgrades in gear, you're going to have to buy it yourself. And you have to buy it. So they can't be, ready to go to the next headgear and they don't do it. You need to, okay? So all those specific rules and crazy stuff, it's not really applicable at all. It's just, if you have a question, hit me up. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out the plan. But new students coming in for an extra $25 a month, all that cool stuff. All right, so I'm gonna call it a night now. If you guys have any questions or anything for me, please pop it in the box right there. I don't know, it doesn't show that I can chat. I'm gonna turn it sideways. I'm gonna freak everybody out. Hold on a second. No, the screen doesn't change. I guess when I do it through the page, it doesn't look as good. I got this button up here. Oh, I can do a filter. Hey, black and white. No, that's not it. So I can't really see your comments. Can someone post a comment real quick and see if I can actually read it? Just type in hi or something like that so I can actually read it. Doesn't let me comment back to you. But that's because I did it on the Superdojo page. I usually do it on the Josh Hayhurst page. Okay, well, that's it. I need a confirmation. I need you to let me know that you're interested. And as soon as I get, your name and RSVP and stuff, then I'll start ordering those backpacks, man. I'm super excited. Everybody have a great night. And I'm so excited. Like, I'm going to say it over and over, but this class is going to be so cool. So I'll catch you guys in class next time, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. See you later, guys. Oh, Amanda said hi. Okay, I can't type back to you for no reason, or some reason. Any chance to not have older kids late on a Friday night? It's 7 to 7:45. That's the only time I could fit it in. I'm sorry. That's the best I could do. So it's the same time as their regular class. I could have Landon do the younger kids class, but it's not going to be as cool for him. Definitely not. So it's a sacrifice. I'm sorry. But now there's 2 classes on Friday, so maybe you can switch out the Thursday night class and come on Friday and Saturday. So if that works for your schedule. But unfortunately, it's not going to be that easy. We only have limited time. Otherwise, I'd have to put the younger kids later, and that doesn't work either. So, sorry about that. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm going to finish this live video, and if you have any questions, I'll still get updates and notifications if you comment, and I'll try to keep up with everybody. But I'll catch you later. All right, guys, later. Have a good night. See ya.